Time is the most democratic resource on the planet. Every sunrise issues a fresh deposit of 86,400 seconds into the account of your life. And every sunset withdraws whatever you did not spend. There is no rollover plan, no hidden savings account, and no ability to borrow from tomorrow. Whether you are a billionaire or a student with empty pockets, a seasoned professional or a teenager figuring life out, the balance sheet of ours is identical for all of us. Just 24, no more, no less. The clock does not stop to applaud success, nor does it slow to comfort procrastination. It just keeps moving, steady and impartial, asking only one question: what will you do with me today? For many people, that question feels rhetorical. They assume there will always be another sunrise, another Monday to start the gym routine, another January to launch the business, another someday to repair the relationship. Yet buried beneath that comfortable illusion lies a silent contract we never signed but are bound by nonetheless. The contract of finitude. Each tick of the second hand is a syllable of that contract, steadily announcing that the present moment is the only time that truly belongs to you. Yesterday is nothing but a memory. Tomorrow is still a promissory note. All the power you possess exists right now, in this breath, in this heartbeat, in this instant as your eyes scan these words. Think of time like a ruthless banker delivering daily funds with a single ironclad condition: spend every penny before midnight or lose it forever. Some people squander their allotment on distractions, masquerading as necessities, doom scrolling, gossip, aimless complaining, only to wonder why the reservoir of their potential feels so dry. Others invest each moment in experiences and efforts that compound into mastery, relationships that deepen into love, and visions that crystallize into tangible impact. One path leads to regret's bitter taste, the other to fulfillment's quiet smile. To feel the true weight of 24 hours, imagine receiving news that today is in fact your final day. What suddenly becomes irrelevant? Which conversations gain urgency? Whose forgiveness would you seek? Whose embrace would you hold longer? And what dream would you race to begin, even knowing you might never see it completed? The thought experiment might raise your pulse, yet its lesson is liberating. The priorities that surface in the face of mortality are the same ones that will honor your life if you act on them now. Live each day as if it were both the first page of an exciting story and its potential last chapter, and mediocrity loses all appeal. There is a well-known story from the world of professional basketball that embodies this ethos. In the early 2000s, a rising young star known for relentless determination was in Las Vegas for a Team USA minicamp. Practice was scheduled for 11 a.m., and most players planned to roll out of bed around 8, grab breakfast, and arrive just in time to stretch. But one veteran coach, fighting jet lag, wandered into the hotel gym at 4:15 that morning, hoping to squeeze in a quick workout. He found the young player already drenched in sweat, headphones on, practicing footwork and jump shots with monk-like focus. The coach left after an hour to shower and eat. When he returned at 11, the same athlete was still there, lathered in fresh sweat, going through game speed drills. Later that day, the coach asked why he trained so hard when everyone else was asleep. The player's answer was simple: I don't want them catching up. I treat every day like I'm behind, and it's my last chance to close the gap. That athlete, of course, was Kobe Bryant, whose legendary Mamba mentality became shorthand for radical ownership of the day. What most people missed was the math behind his obsession. By sneaking in a second training block before dawn, Bryant squeezed an extra 2 to 3 hours of deliberate practice into each day. Over a standard off-season, that translated to roughly 300 additional training hours. Multiply that by a decade, and he banked the equivalent of several full seasons worth of skill development, while his peers were still hitting snooze. He understood that greatness is not a single colossal act, but the compound interest of small, focused deposits of effort, stacked hour upon hour, day after day, while the rest of the world gives in to comfort. Kobe's story is dramatic, yet its principle applies well beyond the hard wood. A violinist who rises before sunrise to master a difficult concerto, an entrepreneur who drafts business plans during lunch breaks, a nurse in night shift classes pursuing a degree. Each is making the conscious decision to honor the irreplaceable currency of time. They are not superhuman. They simply refuse to outsource their dreams to tomorrow, because they know tomorrow is nothing more than today's elusive twin, always one step ahead, but never guaranteed to show up. Perhaps you are thinking, I'm no athlete or prodigy. My days are already packed. Busyness, however, is not the same as intentionality. To be busy is merely to have hours consumed. To be intentional is to have hours invested. Start small. Identify one goal that ignites your spirit. Writing a book, learning a language, rebuilding your health, nurturing your marriage, or strengthening your faith. Then carve out a non-negotiable block of time each day, even if it is just 20 minutes, exclusively dedicated to that pursuit. Guard it with the ferocity of a mother defending her child. During that window, silence your phone, disconnect from social media, and enter what psychologists call deep work. In that zone, minutes stretch, distractions fade, and progress accelerates beyond what seems mathematically possible. As the habit sticks, expand your commitment. Replace mindless entertainment with skill sharpening. Trade reactive email marathons for proactive project sprints. Swap half-hearted multitasking for wholehearted presence. Keep a time journal for a week to expose where your hours leak away. You may discover, as many do, that you are unconsciously donating fragments of life to activities that neither fulfill you nor move you forward. Recover those fragments, and you reclaim entire days, over a year. Another practical tool is the power of micro-deadlines. The human brain, wired for survival, responds to urgency with heightened focus. Give yourself 90 minutes to outline a proposal instead of an entire afternoon, and watch how creativity rallies under the ticking clock. Frame each sunrise as a countdown rather than an open-ended stretch, and the temptation to defer important actions loses its grip. Remember, nothing amplifies the value of a resource like scarcity. When you internalize the scarcity of time, ordinary tasks acquire extraordinary significance. Living as though you have only 24 hours is not a call to manic frenzy or reckless haste. It is an invitation to mindful presence and deliberate action. Paradoxically, when you honor the day with disciplined urgency, you often feel less stress because your energies flow toward what truly matters. Clarity replaces overwhelm, and satisfaction outsizes fatigue. You fall asleep each night, not with the restless guilt of wasted hours, but with the quiet glow of a fulfilled purpose. Some will argue that such intensity risks burnout. Burnout, though, springs less from working hard and more from working without meaning. When effort aligns with vision, the soul draws strength from progress. Kobe Bryant filmed commercials, ran a venture capital firm, and coached his daughter's team. Yet friends recall his energy as contagious rather than depleted. The secret was alignment. Every activity fit under his self-defined mission to inspire excellence. Likewise, when your actions accord with your deepest why, fatigue transforms into a gratifying soreness, the kind athletes feel after a grueling but victorious game. Still, balance matters. Use your 24 hours not only to hustle, but also to restore. Schedule recovery as intentionally as you schedule work. A brisk walk at dusk to decompress, dinner without screens to savor conversation, and 10 minutes of gratitude journaling to notice the day's gifts. Rest is not the enemy of achievement. It is the ally that keeps your engine from overheating Think of it as strategic pit stops in a long-distance race, brief pauses that enable sustained speed. Consider the ripple effect your disciplined urgency can have. Children absorb time values from observing how adults allocate attention. Teammates mirror the pace set by the most committed among them. Communities evolve when individuals raise personal standards. By treating each day as priceless, you grant silent permission for others to do the same. Your colleagues might start arriving early because they see the momentum you bring before the official day begins. Friends may audit their own habits after hearing how you carved out an hour to train for a charity marathon. Influence is often less about rhetoric and more about lived example. There is a poignant coda to Kobe's story. In January 2020, the world lost him far sooner than anyone imagined. In the shock of that tragedy, fans and rivals alike echoed the sentiment that he had packed several lifetimes into his 41 years. The lesson is searingly clear. None of us knows the length of our earthly assignment, but we all control the intensity with which we carry it out. When you compress hesitation and amplify intention, the lines between ordinary and extraordinary blur until even a short life radiates the footprint of a long one. So what will you do when this page closes and the real clock keeps ticking? Maybe you will finally register for that coding boot camp, or phone the mentor whose guidance could change everything, or lace up your shoes for the run you have postponed since winter. Perhaps you will apologize where pride has stalled healing, sketch the prototype lurking in your sketches, start the savings plan that secures your children's education, or volunteer at the shelter you pass each week. Your actions need not be grandiose. They only need to be genuine expressions of your highest priorities. The grandeur compounds over time. Imagine yourself tonight, head on the pillow, reviewing the film reel of the day. Did you make choices that your future self will applaud? Did you inch closer to the vision whispering in your heart? Did you speak words that strengthened rather than wounded, created value rather than consumed it, deepened relationships rather than drifted through them? Every affirmative answer is a silent cheer from the person you are becoming. Every negative answer is a gentle nudge to aim higher tomorrow, assuming tomorrow arrives. As you rise tomorrow, remember the invisible hourglass flipping. Feel the grains slide, not with anxiety, but with resolve. You possess the same finite resource that forged legends, healed nations, wrote symphonies, built skyscrapers, raised families, cured diseases, and sparked revolutions. The stage is set, the curtain is up, and the spotlight, though welcome or not, shines equally on each of us for the span of our allotted hours. Your mission is not merely to act, but to act with such intentionality that by day's end, the world is fractionally better because you were awake within it. Do not wait for a life-altering diagnosis or a near miss on the freeway to wake up to urgency. Do not outsource the stewardship of your time to algorithms designed to steal it. Do not let doubt bind your dream in someday chains. Begin now with the breath that just entered your lungs, with the beat that just pulsed in your chest. This is your 24 hours. Own them, shape them, stretch them, savor them. And when midnight comes, let it find you emptied of talent left unused, love left unspoken, and courage left holstered. Let it find you, in the words of another warrior of time, completely exhausted, but only because you have wrung every drop of purpose from the day. The sun is still up as you read this, and the banker of time has not yet closed today's ledger. There is no greater moment to commit, to create, to connect, or to conquer the quiet wars inside your own mind. Step forward, make the call, write the paragraph, push the weight, apologize, innovate, laugh fully, pray earnestly, study diligently, train relentlessly, rest intentionally. Then wake tomorrow and repeat, forging a chain of purposeful days so strong that regret itself cannot break it. You only have 24 hours, but if you use them like they are your last, they will be enough to start building the life that outlives you.